Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Chrissy. I must admit, I've been sucked into Sarah Boone's trial. But don't fear, I have new court content for you here. From I'm Not the Father to the child support dollars. Today's criminals had fun making their babies. Now they just don't want to take care of their babies. I hope you like it. Court with Chrissy is now in session.
Hearing on this case. Calling case 2023-2731 DS, Carshanae Clark McClam versus Devon Carmucci Sr. Today is Monday, October 21st, 2024 at 10:32 a.m.
Court will note the appearance of Mr. Magnuson on behalf of the front of the court. This matter is before the court on the defendant's motion to revoke affidavit of parentage. In this matter, Mr. Carmucci, you'd stated that obviously you want to revoke that and that you wanted to do a DNA test as well. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Ms. McClan, do you have any opposition to the motion?
No. It's to revoke child support and do the DNA testing, or just the DNA test?
Well, it'd be a DNA test, but we would proceed on, once we get that, we proceed on the motion to revoke affidavit of parentage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Acknowledgement of parent.
Yeah, I'm in agreement.
Okay. Mr. Magnuson, is there any opposition by front of the court?
No.
Okay. I'll ask that the parties would get in contact with Mr. Magnuson to make arrangements so that the DNA testing can occur in this case. And once we have that, then we'll be able to set the final hearing. Okay. Anything else, Mr. Carmucci?
No, sir. Thank you so much.
Anything else, Ms. McClan?
No.
Mr. Magnuson?
Just to let everybody know, as long as we have a 4D case, which we do in this circumstance, and a known biological father that we can contact and a court order, which I'm assuming will be coming, we can do the genetic testing under those circumstances. So, I think we're going to need the name of a potential biodad.
Okay. Ms. McClan, do you have the identity of the potential biological father?
Devon Carmucci.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's nobody else to list, so no.
Okay, well, we'll do the testing on Mr. Carmucci then. Do we have an order in the file on this for testing?
We do not.
Okay. Mr. Magnuson, could you assist in that? We don't have an order for the testing and all that. Could you get that and send it to court?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. You're free to go. Have a good day, and you'll be contacted with a time from Mr. Magnuson to do the testing.
Bring in Rosella Pritchard. We do not have defendant David Pritchard in waiting.
Okay.
Calling case 2024-1131 DM Rosella Crutcher versus David Crutcher. Today is Monday, October 21st, 2024 at 10:35 a.m.
Court will note the appearance of Mr. Magnus on behalf of the front of the court. In this case, the court notes the matters before the court on the plaintiff's motion to determine child born out of wedlock and for an extension of time to file the revocation of paternity action in this matter. Ms. Crutcher, when I looked at the motion, you've alleged, obviously in this case, you've missed the limitation or statute of limitations on this by a substantial amount of time. The child is now 12 in this matter. You had 3 years to file that. You did allege, you said I was prevented from filing because not knowing I was supposed to. You also alleged a one word, you said misconduct, but you did not allege any misconduct. What did you mean by that?
I did not know what to put on there.
Okay. Okay. So why do you believe that the court should, again, make this determination now after the 3 years is not just past, but long forgotten, let's say.
Because David's not their father.
Okay. Mr. Magnuson, anything you have to add?
I don't know that there's been ample reason giving, especially considering the amount of time that's gone by for the court to grant the motion, but I'll obviously defer to the court.
Okay. Well, in this particular matter, the court does note that, again, a person stating, well, I was prevented because I didn't know I was supposed to file. Well, that's not a sufficient proper cause in these particular matters. And the court is very lenient in allowing, if somebody has missed the deadline by a short period of time, but unfortunately, the statute in this provides that the action has to be brought within 3 years. The child's now 12 years old. The court doesn't believe that the matter is timely, so the court will deny your motion in this matter, ma'am, and we'll get that entered. So you're free to go. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, sir, are you Nicholas Boost?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll go on the record, and this is Hornstra versus Boost. This is case number 2218992. The record should reflect Mr. Boost is appearing today by video from Otsego County Jail. We also have Ms. Spillane here present on behalf of friend of the court. Just for the record, Mr. Foose, there was a bench warrant that was issued for your arrest back on September 4th for your failure to appear at a hearing. Mr. Foose was arrested on that bench warrant last week, at which time the court was made aware that there was still 15 days remaining on a prior sentence that had been held in abeyance. So in light of the failure to appear, the court ordered that Mr. Foose serve those 15 days, which is why he's currently lodged with Otsego County Jail. And then the court set this for basically a status conference hearing. Ms. Spillane, is the friend of the court seeking additional findings of contempt, or how does the friend of the court want to proceed today?
Your Honor, we are seeking contempt due to the defendant continuing to fail to appear for hearings and for his failure to pay from available resources. He's had 3 jobs that we're aware of in 2024, totaling $6,882.85. He's only paid $161.70 on his docket during that time, and also had a conversation with his caseworker on June 17th, indicating he was working 7 days a week. However, the June payment was only $37.59. This would be his second or subsequent finding of contempt, as he was previously found in contempt on September 7th of 2023.
All right, Mr. Foose, so the friend of the court is requesting that the court find that you're in contempt. Because this would be a second or subsequent finding, the maximum penalty that you could face would be up to 90 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You've heard Ms. Spillane indicate or state in terms of what your work history has been and your payment history. Is there anything about what she said that's incorrect from your standpoint?
With what I've been going through with my jobs, every job I get, I do get arrested at my job site. I do get fired. Every job I get within 2 weeks of working there. And then I gotta fill out applications, which puts me in this situation where my last job, I got arrested down in East Tawas and I got sent to Kalkaska for 45 days. That's why I missed my last court appearance for September 3rd. The jail knew I had a court. I let them know I had court. And I told them I had time, what time it was, what day and everything. And I didn't even show because they didn't put me in the Zoom. I called the county clerk said that I was incarcerated. I sent proof of verification of incarcerations. I've called when I got out, and I was told that there's nothing that can happen. And I've been looking for a job since I've been out of Kalkaska County Jail. On September 5th, I think it was, is when I got released from that jail. I haven't had a job since I got arrested for Kalkaska's jail. I've been looking, filling out applications. Reason why I moved out of Gaylord to go to East Tawas, because I got nothing here in Gaylord. No company will hire me. No place will hire me. And that's what I've been dealing with ever since. Every job I get arrested at the job site and I lose the job. And then 2-3 months later, filling out applications, I get another job. I get arrested for failure to pay child support, which isn't under me because it's coming out of my paychecks. I got pay stubs that said only $130 has been taken out. Leaves me with like $50, $60 in my account, in my pocket. How am I supposed to make a living for myself? How am I supposed to eat? How am I supposed to pay my own bills when I can only get $50 to $80 in my pocket after working 2 weeks? All my money goes to Kalkaska first because my child support there is almost $900 a month. I can't make a living. I can't survive with Kalkaska's 900 and then this county is 120 something a month. That's almost $1,000 a month. I don't make $1,000 a month. I got tickets that I gotta pay. I can't pay those tickets because all my money goes to the child support. That's why Sheboygan, I was up in Sheboygan. That's why Chippewa has a bench warrant on me, because I don't have money to pay those tickets.
Have you filed a motion with Kalkaska to try and get your child support reduced?
Yes, I filled one out while I was in the jail back in June, well, July.
Okay.
And I have no word on it.
What's the status of that?
I don't know, truthfully, because I haven't got a letter in the mail saying a court date. I haven't got anything. I filled it out and then I got released out of the jail. So I was in Wexford County for 45 days.
Have you done anything to follow up on it to see where it's at?
But I've been incarcerated.
That's
I'm
not
in
my
and out of
question.
jail, so I don't get to use my phone to get a hold of anyone.
Have you done anything to follow up on it?
No, because I've been inside the jails, so I can't get a hold of them. Sheboygan wouldn't let me call them. East Tawas wouldn't let me call them. Right now I'm fighting 2 cases in East Tawas that randomly popped up on me. And they're 2 felony cases that they want to send me to prison for the rest of my life. And I'm here. I'm not there fighting them. I don't want to go to prison for the rest of my life, but with me not being able to hold a job, with me not being able to pay my rent for my house, I lost my house 4 times this year because of child support payments. I mean, I'm at the point where I'm about to just say, screw it, and just accept the 2 felonies and accept the 4th habitual and just end it all. Because I can't make a living. I can't stay at my house. I lost my dog because of this. I'm just losing myself. I can't hold a job, all of that. And I wrote a letter to Kalkaska and Otsego County in front of the court from inside of Wexford County, asking for 6 months or so I can get my life together. I've been on the street for the past 5 years, living under overpasses, homeless. For the past 5 years.
Okay, how many children do you have?
2.
How old are they?
I got my daughter who's 3 and my son who's 5.
Okay, so
4 and 5.
while you've been living in under overpasses, you've still been having children, right?
This was before. I had the children before I was homeless.
You said you've been living under overpasses for the past 5 years.
Well, with the exception that I was living with my ex-wife, Haley, in Kalkaska for a few
Right.
months. And then we had our daughter, and then we broke up, got a divorce. And then since then, I've been in and out of jails, living on the streets.
All right. All right. Well, it sounds like most of that's been your own doing. It sounds like you've gotten yourself into trouble in a lot of different places. And in the meantime, while you've been undergoing these hardships because of your own problems, your children have been going out without any support as well. So not only, I guess, are you losing your dog and all of your stuff because of your criminal entanglements, but your children are also going out without support. So I don't have a lot of sympathy for you in that regard. The fact is that you haven't been paying support. You haven't done anything that I can see from the file here in this county, which is what I'm dealing with, because I really don't know what's happening in Kalkaska County. You haven't done anything to make payments or to work with a friend of the court on other options if you can't make payments. You basically just have ignored it. And that's not acceptable. If you can't make payments because of your situation, then you need to take other actions. And there are plenty of options. And the friend of the court, I can tell you right now, will work with you to try to find other options short of putting you in jail, because that doesn't do anybody any good. But if you're not going to make payments and you're not going to work with the friend of the court, you're not really leaving the court with any other options. So the court is going to order that you serve the remainder of your 15-day sentence as set forth in my prior order. And then the court is going to order that you serve 30 days in the Otsego County Jail. On this contempt, the court will hold the remaining 60 days in abeyance. You can purge that sentence with a payment of $1,360 at any time. Otherwise, you'll be released after that 30 days. Once you're released, the court will order that you contact the friend of the court immediately upon release. Ms. Blaine, I'll ask that you prepare an order reflecting that ruling to the court today and submit that to the court for signing. And that's all I have for today. All parties are free to disconnect on this file.
37th Circuit Court is now in session with the Honorable Brian K. Kirkham presiding. Today is Friday, October 18th, 2024 at 8:37 a.m.
Mr. Chapman, you can proceed when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before the court is Antonio Glasgow of cases 142009 DP and case 06868DS. In each of these matters, Mr. Glasgow is here today after failing to appear before the domestic relations referee on January 4th, 2021. In the first case, bond is currently set at $997. This is the 7th bench warrant. In the second case, bond is currently $1,494, and this is the 11th bench warrant. He reports no employment. Last payment made on these accounts was in July of 2019. Front of the court recommends that reasonable bonds be set in these matters and they be scheduled for hearing on October 30th, 2024 at 8:00 a.m. before this court.
Thank you. Mr. Glasgow, you're before the court charged with civil contempt of court due to your failure to appear at a prior proceeding as a result of your failure to pay child support. Purpose of this hearing is to set a bond that would assure your tenants at the next hearing on October 30, 2024 at 8:00 a.m. You will get notice of that in writing. Are you able to post a bond, sir?
Well, actually, like I said, I haven't been down here since, well, the last time I've been in jail was probably like 2019. I had the court date that he was talking about, but it was during Corona and it was a video court date. And it was some crap happened. My baby mama ended up turning my phone off that morning and I ended up couldn't get on the video call. So I ended up missing that video call. And then plus since 2021, I've had 3 newborn babies. So I've been just taking care of all my kids. You know what I'm saying? I've started I got my EI, what is that? The EIN number. I just got to go get I got to finish doing paperwork, but I have a dog kennel. I breed pocket bullies.
Okay,
So,
well,
and
let's get back to my question. Are you able to post a bond?
yeah, that's what I was getting to, like, because y'all have basically I have no income, but I do have kind of an income. I've been waiting for my dogs, you know, I'll be breeding dogs and stuff. So, but right this second, I mean, I can't pay a high bond, but I can pay something. I can give you guys some money, and then when I get out, I can try to get everything straight. And like I said, I got my my dog going in the heat at the end of this month. So once I take care of that, then I'd be able to put a chunk down later on in a couple months.
Okay. Well, the court notes that we do have in this case 7 bench warrants in one case, 11 in the other. You haven't paid in now approximately over 5 years. So the court's taking that into consideration. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set your bond.
But I take care of my kids, sir. I'm with my kids every day, all of them. So, and I've got 9 kids.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set your bond.
Take care of my kids and child support, you know?
Okay. I'm going to set your bond in both cases in the amount of $500. If you're able to post that, you'd be able to be released. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. You're free to go. Have a good day.
You too, sir.